Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the annual Christmas Bash provided by Loose Lug Nuts. In 2020, the Christmas special here at Talladega, of course, presented by MaxSpeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, on the microphone for you all here for this special event. Glad to have everybody out there. It looks like we've already got a pretty good turnout in chat already. We got Chowder Browder, Chavis Browder out there in chat. Brandon Murray. We got John himself out there, the head boss man here at Loose Lug Nuts. We got Brendan Kennedy, Logan out there, John Black. Well, hopefully everybody had an awesome Christmas here. I know it was just yesterday. Of course, now we're starting to get back into the swing of things. Of course, no points to go down here. As it is not a points race for the league, but there is bragging rights as well, I believe, as a die cast on the line here as well, as John always does for these special events, such as, of course, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas, and any other special event he decides to put out there each and every year. But we got to give a shout out to, of course, John out there for doing what he does over here at Loose Lug Nuts. Now, we do have, of course, the pre-race analytics to go down through here real quick, so we'll go ahead and jump into that here. Of an air temp of 80 degrees, a track temp of right now it's 106. It was actually 112 when I entered the lobby here, so it has came down quite a bit. They are going to be pulling 100 laps here tonight. They do get one fast repair here this evening. So if drivers do so happen to get caught up in the big one early, which it could happen, they'll reset the car, use it, and get back out there. They would just have to be careful throughout the rest of the race until you come down to the, well, I would say, 15, 20 laps and then, go all out. Well, hopefully we don't see that big one until the final lap of this event here this evening. 266 miles roughly. Here's what they're going to be pulling. Tires here at Talladega, not a big factor. 60 to 70 laps you can run here and just hammer it down. They do get a total of 3 sets here, though, just in case something was to happen. So just go ahead and throw that out there for everybody. Now, I've estimated roughly that fuel somewhere 30 to 36 laps. It could even be less than that or maybe a smudge more, but somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 and 36 laps. Now, pit road speed here is 55 miles per hour, and we're going to be pushing at about, in the draft earlier in practice, I was watching it. It's 202, 204, and I believe I even seen somebody hit 205 miles an hour in the draft. So they are going to be pushing over 200 miles an hour and getting that slowed down when it's pit stop time. If you're under green flag pit stops to 55, that is easier said than done. It is possible, and these drivers can do it, but it is very, very difficult. Pace speed here at Talladega is 65 miles per hour. Well, we can go ahead and go down through some of the paints for this Christmas event here. I don't know who's all running one. Well, it looks like we do have one here. A Christmas event, the 887. We'll go ahead and bring him up here. That is going to be, of course, Keith Haney running one. We've got Jeremy Crandall running one. Scott Patton running one. Looks like Ray Richer maybe even running something. I don't know if that's a Christmas one or not. John Pansula. We got Rob Haynes. He's running a diehard paint. James Haney, let's see here. Ronald Klein running a Grinch. That's a perfect paint for Ronald. Sorry, Ronald. I had to say it. I got to pick on Ronald. The 87 of Justin Michael running one. We'll have time to run down through these here tonight, but the last one here, Wally Terheimer running a Rudolph paint here this evening, but that's, they're going to be running some paints here tonight. We'll try to get to those hear more of those here this evening. But a big shout out to, of course, everybody out there tuning in. We are going to go ahead and step away for the national anthem. So hang tight, folks. We got racing here at Talladega here this evening. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, in the
Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Qualifying underway here, and looks like somebody messed up the lobby here. It is actually open qualifying here, so everybody is out there on the racetrack here tonight. Going to be putting in some qualifying laps. Now I know he is out here qualifying, but John is never in team speak. for us to bring him up. So I guess we will go ahead and bring Mr. Ronald Klein up here in the booth. Ronald, I know you're out there qualifying, but we got to bring the Grinch up here. The paint scheme, not you, by the way.
Copy that.
Well, Talladega Bud Christmas event of 2020. It's been rough for everybody this year. How do we end it here? Not only with loose lug nuts this year, but how do we end it for everybody?
Well, hopefully it's going to be a good race for all the fans out there. It's going to be pretty interesting. A lot of cars, a lot of cool paint schemes. Just looking forward to a good, fun night of racing out here tonight.
100 laps, and 100 laps here at Talladega is not a whole lot of laps, but it seems like it when you're out there in a pack. And I believe you guys are in the Cup cars instead of the Xfinity cars, so a lot more speed and a lot more downforce.
Yeah, the cars are still a little bit loose, surprisingly enough.
All righty, buddy. Well, I know you're qualified, but Ronald Klein, buddy, good luck down there. And, of course, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. And man, what a way to end it if you could bring it home into victory lane. No pressure, though.
Copy that. Appreciate it. Thanks to all the fans out there watching. Thanks to John Hendrick for all the paint jobs and everything that he does. Thanks to you for broadcasting. We'll hope to see you in victory lane at the end of this thing.
All righty, Ronald. Yes, sir. Good luck, bud. All right, we'll get him back down there to his team. You like that, didn't you, John? You like that, didn't you? Well, I said it because Ronald is running the Grinch paint. So, and he is a very cool guy. If you haven't met Ronald Klein, whether it be on iRacing or talk to him over TeamSpeak or over the phone, he is a very outstanding guy. One of those guys that, you know, he's cool, just don't make him mad. That's all I got to say. But he is a really awesome guy, and everybody out here, they're awesome, amazing. And it looks like we've got a lot of drivers that are not qualifying here tonight. John, the same way, we're 4 wide here in qualifying. Why in the world would you go 4 wide and qualify? Well, it is open setup, so, or not open setups, but open qual. So, I mean, I guess if you want to, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it. Well, Mitchell Reeves is the first driver up front with the pole currently. And there they go. They're wrecking. And they're wrecking again. Looks like Christopher McFarland, Brian Abbott, Gene Rogers, Trent Drum, Kitty Heath, Vernon Margam, Chris Voice, Jeff Gilmore, Scott Patton, Wally Turheimer, Kerry Cleaver, James Haney, Justin Michael, Keith Haney, Rob Haynes, Jack Watts, and Josh Lambert have yet to come out. And, of course, they're not going to be able to. Less than 35 seconds to go here in qualifying. It looks like we're only going to have 12 drivers that have actually put in a time for this Christmas special. Now, of course, we got a lot of teammates deciding to start in the back and maybe fall to the back if they're separated from one another. When we come, of course, out of turn number 2, you'll see probably quite a few of them get on the apron and fall backwards. But that is going to be coming down to the end here. And it looks like Mitchell Reeves is going to be on the top spot here for this 2020 Christmas special. So let's wait for the countdown here. And then we will, of course, get them on the grid. Oh, Ron is going for his 3rd Christmas. Wow. You're talking about the win, right, John? His 3rd win on a Christmas event? All right, well, we're still waiting here. Not sure exactly why it hasn't finished counting down yet, but it does say checkered. So I don't know what's going on. Okay. Here we go. Let's go ahead and grid them up here tonight. The MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Mitchell Reeves grabbing the pole here in the open qual with a 48.290. Congratulations to Mitchell on pole. Brandon Thornhill going to be on the outside of him in second. Ray Richer in third. John Pansula in fourth. Jeremy Crandall fifth. Jeffrey Merck in sixth. Ronald Klein in seventh. Jason Lance in eighth. Ashley Dotson ninth. And Michael Jean's going to round out the top 10. Christopher McFarland in 11th. Jason D. Maines in 12th. Hermie Sadler there in 13th. And Justin Michael of the non-qualifiers is going to be starting 14th here. Scott Patton 15th. Josh Lambert 16th. Rob Haynes in 17th. Jack Watts at 18th. Trent Grum 19th. Vernon Markham in 20th. Jeff Gilmore 21st. Keith Haney 22nd. Wally Terheimer 23rd. Kenny Heath 24th. Brian Abbott 25th. Gary Cleaver 26th. Gene Rogers 27th. James Haney 28th. And Chris Voiles going to round out our 29-car field here in 29th. Riding shotgun. Going to start things off here this evening. Mitchell Reeves back up front. Let's see here if we can find Mitchell here real quick. Starting on pole, Mitchell Reeves, got a copy.
Yeah, we got you, Josh.
Well, Mitchell going to be starting on pole here for this 2020, the technically the final race of 2020. So, what's it going to take out there in that O2 machine, bud?
Just being aggressive and trying to do what we got to do. 100 laps, so there'll be some fuel strategy in it for sure. But we're just going to kind of ride here up in the front and see what we can pull off tonight. There's 100 laps to go, so we'll see what happens.
Well, do you think you can bring Bert and those Simpson Christmas people home into victory lane?
Well, if Hummer can wake up off the front hood, we might have a chance at this, but that's very unlikely. So we're going to see if we can do this with Bart. But, yeah, regardless, though, got a really cool to be racing the Christmas race tonight. And we hadn't had the best luck in special events, so hopefully that changes tonight at the home track.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you are from Alabama, ain't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's not talk about it, but good luck.
Good luck, man. Hey, just want to say everybody watching, Merry Christmas.
Oh, yes, sir. Merry Christmas to you. Hopefully you had one. And, of course, we're coming up on the new year, bud. So, of course, Happy New Year, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, Josh.
Uh-huh. All right, we'll get him back down there to his team. Now, I did see that John Hendrick actually joined TeamSpeak, but I don't know if he's on his computer or on his phone. I don't know if I should pull him up here or not. Oh. Well, if you're out there, Hendrick, let me know. He don't want to talk. I see how it is. Well, alrighty, folks. In between turns 3 and 4 at this 2.66-mile track of Talladega. Now, of course, the start-finish line is all the way at the exit of pit road through the tri-oval. So they will have to go through the tri-oval to get to the start-finish line. However, that pace car will dive off here to the safety of pit road. Mitchell Reeves on the initial start will have to go on green flag, I do believe. And then after that, it's, of course, on the leader. We'll just wait and see here what Mitchell decides to do. But the pace car is down on pit road here. And Mitchell Reeves gets in control. We are just waiting for the green flag here. I'll get to that in a minute, John. Just waiting for the green flag here, and it should fire. There it goes. Green flag is out. Buggity, 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 folks. The Christmas bash for loose lug nuts underway here in 2020 at Talladega. Oh, I was talking to John Hendrick. That's who I was talking to. it was in TeamSpeak just a second ago, and I was actually going to pull him up if I could, but I don't know if he's on his phone or what, so I don't know how busy he is. He's usually pretty busy. All right, well, I don't really get excited per se for. That's fine, John. That's fine, John. John H, not John Black. John H. That's fine, bud. We got to get you up here though sometime before this season ends. We have to. That's just gonna have to happen. I think we got three or four races left. I think we got 3 left here for Loose Lug Nuts, but just looking at it here, it looks like Vernon Markham, Kenny Heath, Jeff Gilmore, Christopher McFarland did not actually start the race here this evening. Now, like I was saying before, I don't get really too excited for 3 wide here at Talladega because it happens so often and the track is wide enough to where you can go 3 wide pretty comfortably. Now, it is still a little on the nerve-wracking side, don't get me wrong, but now if they go 4 wide here at Talladega, you're probably going to see me through a fit because they are going to be door to door. Oh, we already got a driver here. Who is that? Kind of off pace here. It's like he pulled out and then pulled back in, trying to figure out who that was. That is going to be, I believe. Well, I can't see who that is. Hang on a minute. The number 60. There we go. Jeffrey Merck. That's who it was. Okay, we'll get it figured out in a minute. All right. Well, John Pansula wasn't able to lead that lap. Mitchell Rees took it away from him on the inside. We got the 01 and the 02 on this front here. Row 1, we got Lance and the 86 on the outside. Icy Machine, that's a Christmas thing no matter what. We got the 44 there of Ray Richard. Oh, getting a little squirrely there on the outside. So think about these cars. They get a little loose, but they also can tighten up too. So you're gonna have to watch it. Jason D. Maines on the outside. We got the 73 of Jeremy Crandall on the inside. The 68 of Thornhill on that inside, and I love the way he's got that painted up right there with those slanted numbers there on that car. That's pretty slick. I really used to didn't like it, but I've been kind of becoming fond of the sideways numbers. So very slick car out there by the 68. Getting back here to Jack Watts, who was able to get in here and start racing it up. Now he's already up 8 spots already, cracking the top 10 here in that 77. He's got the who was that? The XI12 there of Trent Drum on the outside. Ronald Klein, Jeffrey Merck, Hermie Sadler, and Ashley Dotson going to round out here at 14th, and Hermie Sadler now in 15th. It looks like Ashley and Hermie going at it. Looks like we're going at it pretty much throughout the track. Still side by side. Nothing really changing. Now 2 different packs have formed. We get back here to, I believe that is going to be led by the 87 of Justin Michael. Yes, it is. Justin Michael, Scott Patton, Rob Haynes, Wally Turheimer, Kerry Cleaver, Chris Boyles, and Gene Rogers all back here in this second pack. I think they may have figured out something here about Talladega. You just don't know what's going to happen at any point in time. They're smart. I mean, right now everybody's playing it pretty smart here. They're staying 2 by 2. Not really pushing the 3 wide issue here early, which is a good thing, but a lot of good racing. I do want to say I hope everybody out there from MaxSpeedTV had an awesome Christmas. I know we're going to be coming up here on the new year, but remember, 2020 is becoming 21 now. So just think about that for a second and what happens when somebody turns 21. So I want to go ahead and throw that out there. But hopefully everybody has an awesome new year. And, hopefully 2021 is a lot better than what 2020 was. Yeah, it was rough. Or it has been rough. Well, Mitchell Reeves still up front. Nothing's changed with him. He's led 5 laps here. Lance Pansula has led 2. Okay, so now it updates on him. What is going on here? Pansula has led 2, and Mitchell has led 5. Okay. All right, Kathy Hagedorn. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Out there rooting on Ashley. Not really. I mean, you can tell these drivers getting squirrely. Let's get on somebody who's in a pack here. How about we pick on the 73 of Jeremy Crandall here? We'll go to a, let's see, let's go to a nose view here. We'll pull it up, pull it back. Just a hair. Just watch these guys race it up here. We'll even take it to the right front here. That way you guys can see just how close these drivers are at certain times of the racetrack. It looks like Jeremy thought about going high, but boy, he is all over that bumper in the 44. That is going to be Ray Richer. The 12 goes flying by. That is going to be the X-side of Trent Drum. Trent, of course, in the draft of, I believe, on the outside, that is going to be 28, I believe that is. No, I don't know who that is. 28. Can't see the number there. It's on the outside, right up ahead of Trent Drum. So let's check on Trent here. See who that is. That is going to be the showing 28 on the car, but I don't. No, that's not the 28. Let me see here. Oh, that is Josh Lambert, I believe, there. In the 321, 28 on the car, but 321 in the driver bar. So we got a little bit of a number hiccup here, but it'll be all right. '24 watching, well, 23 watching now, 9 likes. Now we've gotten separated here. The 44 of Ray Richer. And I believe that is going to be on the outside with him. Lambert. So we got some separation going on. Ray Richer up there with them. Jack Watts, Keith Haney, James Haney, Jeffrey Mert, Brian Abbott, Ronald Klein. A lot of drivers that we've seen up toward the front have fallen back here. Brandon Thornhill, Justin Michael, well, he's fallen back a couple of spots, not too bad. Scott Patton, same as, he started 15th and 17th. It looks like now we are starting to see some teammates get together. Michael Jeans has led his first lap here tonight, folks. Now, of course, no bonus points or any of that for leading the lap. It's all about who really can make it to the finish here. All right, well, I'm just kind of sharing the live stream here real quick again as we are live. Figured out I can do that. Wow. Learn something new every day. All right, a whole lot of single file on the inside line. The 86 of Jason Lance. On the outside, Josh Lambert. Looks like Jeremy Crandall. And I believe that is Jeffrey Merck on the outside as well. So we got 4 cars on the outside, and, well, you can just see how many are on the inside line right now. These guys, these drivers on the outside line are going to get 8 up. If everybody on the inside line was running bumper to bumper, they would be able to overtake those drivers on the outside line. Now, with them kind of spread out a little bit and getting air in the radiator to try to cool the engines down, the 86 and company on the outside are able to stay with them because you have got to get air, or, well, if you know what a hot radiator does, well, that happens here on iRacing as well. Looks like one of the drivers might have went to the inside, but a whole lot of single file and some side by side. That's about what we're having right now. Here, 16, 17, as we just took lap 17 laps into the race here. Well, 23 watching, 9 likes. Hey, can we hit 15 likes here tonight, folks? 15 likes, what we're going to be shooting for. Appreciate the 9 likes here. And, of course, appreciate everybody out there tuning in. John, Kathy, Christopher, Mattis out there. Well, I haven't seen that name in a while. Looks like we've got Bandit RCN 28 for Bandit Motorsports, or going for Bandit Motorsports. We got Dwight Braswell, the Braswell Cup out there as well. Justin Michael peeking his 2 cents in chat. Amsden 63. Brennan Kennedy, and then of course the others that I've said that have joined us: Travis Browder, Brandon Murray, Brendan Kennedy, Logan. Looks like Kevin Foster out there joining us. How you doing out there, Kevin? We had an awesome Christmas here in 2020. Hopefully it was better than the previous 2020 here. We got a new leader, Lance. Lance gonna lead that lap, my buddy. Jason, well, he's already led 7 laps. That was his 7th lap. Well, we are 19 laps into this run. Now, as I said before, 4, and like I said, I could be totally wrong. Bringing up the pre-race analytics here for everybody who's just tuning in. Now they run 70% fuel, which I believe is about 13 gallons or so. Pretty close to that. So, you know, you kind of do the math. It's anywhere between 27 laps or so on fuel. I did it at 30 to 36, which I might have overestimated that by a couple of laps. But you can save fuel in the draft. So, I do kind of compensate for the drivers in the draft. You can save fuel. So can they go 30, 35 laps? All right, well, Jason D. Main's gonna steal that lap from Jason Lance. We've got a battle of the Jasons up here. Looks like we've got a Toyota Camry and Jason D. Maines. And we got a bunch of Chevys out here. The 2nd through 11th is nothing but Chevys. And now they're going to start, looks like, go single file throughout the field. For the first time tonight, we are single file from first all the way to 25th and Gene Rogers. Looks like pit stops coming up here pretty shortly. Boy, if they come down this time, boy, I was way off. Yeah, he did, Kevin. Yeah, he did, Kevin. Yeah, he left him hanging. Left him hanging for sure. All right, I just changed some stuff in OBS. Hopefully everybody can still hear me. Yeah, I believe they got single file either to wind down the laps, to really, get these laps wound down, or they are going to be coming up on pit stops here. So it's going to be one of the two, and it doesn't look like this time by either anybody is coming down, which is my estimate correctly. I know in the back we've got some swapperoonies going on. Looks like Gene Rogers trying to get back up there with the number 12 of Trent Grum. Now anywhere between 5 to 7 tenths of a second, you can get the draft out with these big spoilers on the back. Check these spoilers out. You see on the back here of the number 2, since he's up front, look at that big old spoiler. Look how much downforce they can get with that big old thing. And that's what real NASCAR was talking about, is these big spoilers on the back. Oh, we got drivers coming down pit road. Lance, Patton, Michael, Haynes, Turheimer, Voiles, Cleaver. They're all down pit road. Did they get on pit road safely is going to be the biggest thing. Who's going to take tires? Who's going to take fuel only? Looks like pretty much everybody is going to be on fuel here. Everybody off and away here. Everybody down. They're going to be on point So now who is going to be the next driver is coming down? Oh, and it's going to be a huge field. Mains! Whoa! Check it up, buddy. Get off the grass. Well, pit road is busy, and yeah, I was way off on fuel, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and adjust that to about 24 to 30. No, 24 to 28 laps. How about that? We'll go ahead and adjust that here. Yeah, I was way off. So that just left Jeffrey Merck and Jeremy Crandall, as well as Jack Watts, looks like. Looks like Jack might have missed his pit stall. He did. So he's going to have to come back around, come back down on pit road. So Jeffrey Merck, Jeremy Crandall down pit road. Yeah, here we go. Boy, that didn't last long. Well, Hermie Sadler has made his pit stall, and well, Hermie is up front, and yes, for everybody who is thinking, is that the real Hermie Sadler? Yes, that is the real Hermie Sadler out here with Loose Lug Nuts. He races with Loose. All right, Jeremy Crandall looks like going to be off and away. Jack Watts just now in his pit stall there. Looks like Jeffrey Merck now coming off. We're going to go ahead and watch it here. It looks like he is giving a lot of room there, being very respectful coming off of pit road. And Hermie Sadler, according to this, hasn't led a lap yet. It looks like this time by, though, he will officially, I believe, lead his first lap here this evening. And he will. There he goes. Crossing the stripe. Alrighty, guys. What do you say we do something a little bit early? Maybe do it a couple of times here tonight since the day after Christmas. Let's go ahead and, you know what time it is. Let's crank it up here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Alrighty, folks, we're not gonna keep you waiting here. We're gonna go ahead and get back up here to the racing going on. We got a couple of packs going on, and well, it looks like my old buddy Keith Haney up front. He's led a lap here, started 22nd here. Glad to see Keith up here. Now, of course, our pole sitter right there behind him in the 0-2. That would be Mitchell Reeves. The John Penzula, Lance. We got a couple of packs here. Looks like the last driver on this pack is going to be Hermie Sadler. Now, this is the front lead pack here. We get back here to the second pack of cars, which is at 3 cars. We got Ray Richer, Brian Abbott, Ronald Klein, the Grinch. That's what I'm going to call him tonight because he's got the Grinch paint. So, Ronald Klein. Then back here, we've got Brandon Thornhill, Ashley Dotson, Trent Drum, and Gene Rogers. Then Kerry kind of hung out by himself here. No help. He is still up 6 spots, though, here in 20th. Josh Lambert here leading another group, 4 cars here. Josh Lambert here with the 2 of Jason D. Mange, James Haney, and Jack Watts. And Jeremy Crandall, one of the other drivers, kind of hung out by himself. No help whatsoever. Back here in 25th after starting 5th. So let's get back here up toward the front. Lap of 34 here of 100. Like still a lot of single file with my buddy Jason Lance out there. And of course, I know a lot of these drivers, and I say buddy, and a lot of these drivers are my buddies. Got to know them very well, but you know, guys, to see my buddy out there, I kind of hung out there by himself. He can't get down there on that inside line with that number 60 of Jeffrey Mark taking up the room there. Come on, Jeffrey, let him down behind you or in front of you or something. I'm going to pick on the drivers here tonight. It's Christmas. Why not? I do it all the other times, so why not do it now? But Jason is kind of out there. Can he get down on that inside behind Jeffrey? Just kind of back it off a little bit. Get back behind that 60. Ooh, I don't think you're going to be able to. The 46 of Scott Patton back at, well, if you're going to get that good of a run, Jason, don't listen to me. I'll just keep my mouth shut from now on. We'll be staying up now with the old one of John Penzula. I think you might want to check out Jason Lance's car at the end of the race here this evening. Just saying. You know, might have a little bit of NOS under that hood or something going on. Looks like now he's going to be starting to kind of fall back. Now behind the 60 of Jeffrey Merck again. But like I said, Scott Patton now, you know, Scott's still right there with him. Rob Haynes, Chris Voiles. That's our favorite Canadian, Rob Haynes. Chris Voiles, Wally Turheimer, Justin Michael going to round out the top 10. Not a whole lot of side-by-side going on. Well, now that I said that, we got the Grinch. Ronald Klein out there on the outside. Looks like he is trying to make that side draft work in his advantage, and he is in the draft of that number 86 machine of Jason Lance. So if, man, we can get a couple of cars, well, you can see it here, folks, live on MaxSpeedTV. He has caught the back bumper of the 86 machine. So can these two on the outside work together? And it looks like they are working very well together, but on that inside, in the turns, that inside line beats them coming out of turn number 2 on this long backstretch at Talladega. Well, they're side by side for the lead once more. Jason Lance, Keith Haney. And Keith going to beat him on the inside out of 4. Now through this tri-oval, who is going to lead this lap? Is it going to be Keith? Is it going to be Jason? Oh, it looks like it's going to be Keith Haney, who barely led that lap. Wow! On that inside line. That was close. All right, well, Keith Haney back up front. Still yet, Lance fighting to keep that side draft working for him on that outside. Ronald Klein has pulled down to the inside line. Lance, is it Ackerson or Akerson? Lance, don't want to butcher the last name there, so please let me know. No. Wally Turheimer is setting 10th. Ackerson. Gotcha. Thank you. I'm not good with certain names, so I try to get them right as much as possible. Lance, glad to have you out there in chat. Well, you're rooting on Wally. Well, yep. Well, he is there in that 10th spot. I mean, this is Talladega, Lance. So, I mean, a lot of things can and could, and I'm assuming, I'm just assuming will happen in the latter run of the race here. But 42 laps. I mean, we've been green flag. We have not had a caution. Everybody's been very respectful of one another. We've had a lot of 2 wide. We've had some 3, but, you know, that's normal here at Talladega. What we have not had as of yet is that 4 wide action. I believe we're going to have that 15, 20 to go. We're going to see a lot more 3 wide. We're going to see a lot more 4 wide. We're going to see a lot of 3 wide for sure. Yeah, and will happen. And will happen. Oh, John H. out there in chat. That's John Hendrick, for everybody that don't know. The 86, Jason Lance. Yeah, well, Jason is one of those drivers that, you know, he likes to race his own race. He don't really fall. You know, in the later runs, yeah, you'll see him kind of fall within, you know, what everybody else is doing. But, I mean, we're still early. We're not even halfway yet. We've still got 6 laps before we get halfway. And, you know, maybe after halfway, you might see Jason maybe pop down. But Jason's going to get that side draft. He's going to run his race. And he's not going to worry about what everybody else is doing. Yeah, everybody is on the inside, but you just see how well Jason is hanging on really to the top 5 here, and right now the top 3. As well, as I say that, 4th to 76 is going to go side by side with him. I mean, he is hanging on up here with the top drivers right now here in this front pack on the outside by himself. I mean, if you're doing this well, I wouldn't even drop down. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. Oh, somebody just blew. No, we are wrecking for the first time here tonight, Wally Turheimer. There is no caution here that I see, but however, we are going to go back and take a look at what happened here to the 75 of Wally Turheimer. And I believe that might have been the 44 of Ray. Oh, right there it was. Looks like maybe some technology malfunction. There is no way, and I speak from experience with Wally, there is no way that would have happened if Wally was out there on the track. Something had to have happened there with Wally Turheimer for that car to take a hard right, basically, coming out of 4. I mean, it didn't even turn. It just went straight. Oh, no. Well, a tough break for Wally, and it looks like another driver got a piece of it. The 93 as well as the 44 of Ray Richard. Ray, wrong spot, wrong time, and he's going to go hard into the wall. Now, he did, it looks like already used his reset and already back out onto the track. The biggest thing is, what in the world happened to Wally Turheimer? John, if you can figure that out for me, man, I would appreciate it, because that's not like Wally at all. All right, well, now, as we see, looks like Wally is still on pit road. Oh, no, he must be having some major issues. Well, Jason Lance on pit road. Oh, Oh, no, he is having some major problems, it looks like. Oh, tough break for Wally here tonight. No! All right, it looks like we're to see Keith Haney come down pit road, as well as John Pensula. Looks like Brandon Thornhill having a moment there. It looks like he was trying to come down pit road having a moment. Ashley Dotson, Gene Rogers down pit road. Isn't this a little early to come down pit road? No. No. They're within the fuel window. 24 to 28 laps. All right, we got some more coming down. So the second round of green flag pit stops. Come on, Chris. Lock it down. Chris Voiles having a moment. Scott Patton. Looks like Rob Haynes, Justin Michael. And I believe that is Brian Abbott. And there goes the 069. And that would be Kerry Cleaver. It's going to be off and away. Michael, Patton, Haynes, Abbott, Voiles all down pit road. So Mitchell Reeves, Ronald Klein, the leader is going to be coming down pit road here. Oh, he went and got a sandwich. Yeah, right, Lance. All right, well, as I was just talking about him, Mitchell Reeves, Ronald Klein, Mark, Gene Sadler, all down pit road. It looks like we're going to see Trent Grom come down pit road here as well. So that's going to give, if he can make it back around, that will give the lead up to Justin Michael, who is, well, he's by himself. Watching, I'm seeing 13 likes here. If we get a couple of more likes here, we're shooting for 15 here tonight. 15 likes is what we're shooting for. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight on MaxSpeedTV. The Loose Lug Nuts 2020 Christmas Special, Christmas Bash, whatever you want to call it. Glad to have every single body out there here tuning in. We do appreciate it, from myself, from MaxSpeedTV to Loose Lug Nuts to John. Of course, John H. out there in chat is the owner of Loose Lug Nuts. Of course, without his help, of course, John, you know, you couldn't do this. You know, with your schedule and everything, well, you know, Ronald Klein and company, I mean, you got your hands full. And but hey, awesome league over here. It looks like the 08 of Michael Jeans is going to pull back and let Justin Michael and company go around. Looks like Justin Michael is going to pull up in front of the 08 Michael Jeans. Oh yes, sirree. Yeah, and you know, only do Saturdays, John. You know that. But I got to say, the Xfinity Series on Saturday nights. I'll say this here on Christmas, John. You've really cleaned it up. I know last season was pretty rough. This season, I can see personally the difference. I mean, a lot of good drivers out there, a lot of clean, very respectful drivers, even when you come down to the final laps of the race. I mean, they race hard, but, you know, bumping and banging, and you know what's going to happen. So, I mean, Saturday nights, folks, Loose Lug Nuts right here on MaxSpeedTV. Of course, I only do the Winter Series. We won't see you again until next winter, of course, after this season. I believe we still got 3 races to go. But, you know, check Loose out over on Facebook at Loose Lug Nuts. I believe it's the big yellow smiley face. Am I right, John? The big yellow smiley face? All right, we'll wait for John to respond here, but I believe it is the big yellow smiley face. Check them out over on Facebook. Of course, check them out, of course, 4 days a week. I don't know for sure what days they actually race on. I believe they race on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. 8 races left? Oh, I was talking about the Xfinity on Saturdays. Oh, 8 races. Okay, well, it was only... Okay, so now... All right, so 8 races left. Now it is showing the 2021 schedule. Wow, okay. All right, so we got the chase with the top 12. And then after 2 races, we go to the top 8 drivers. It looks like we're going to have an off week there. In between February 6th and the 20th, we'll be off the 13th. I believe that's going to be for Valentine's. And then we'll come back at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the end of the race. But it was only showing 3, and now it is showing the rest of them. So when we come back January 2nd, it'll be at Kentucky, which will be next Saturday. Darlington, January 9th. January 16th will be Dover, to, of course, in the regular season. So, I'm looking at that now, John. Yeah, it just popped up there for me for 2021. So, I do apologize. It's not 3 races. Like John said, it is 8. Kathy Ansman out there. How you doing, Kathy? Merry Christmas to you and Dennis and the family out there. Hopefully everybody had a Merry Christmas. Alrighty, John, I posted the loose lug nuts in the Facebook there in chat. Check them out. A lot of single file going on right now, a lot of separation going on. So right now, not a whole lot going on. That's why I'm not really, I'm worried about the racing, but I'm not really too worried about it. We got Wally Turheimer still on pit road here. Not sure. It looks like he might have had some connection issues. That might have been what caused what was going on with Wally Turheimer, and putting him 13 laps down. Oh, man, what a tough break for Wally. Now, the first driver a lap down is going to be Jeremy Crandall, well, he is the only driver a lap down, 1 lap down. Of course, if we had a caution, it would be Jeremy. As long as he's not involved in it, it would be Jeremy to get that lucky dog position. James Haney, 2 laps down, and of course Wally Turheimer, 14 laps down. And until Wally can get back out here on the track, that is going to continue to go up. Well, Kathy, not big into holidays. I guess I'm just getting older. Yeah, I know. Go ahead and tell me to shut up. But I don't know. I just not into holidays. But we did. We had a good Christmas dinner and watched. I believe it was Wonder Woman. This ain't sponsored by Wonder Woman or anything or Disney or anybody. But sat here in the living room and watched Wonder Woman, the 87, 86 one, the new one, and just kind of enjoyed ourselves and went and took a nap afterwards. You know how that goes. Kathy, I see you're in here, but where's the other half? Ah, there he is. As speaking of the devil, he's right there. Dennis Hansman out there. Got to see you out there, Dennis. Awesome race. We've been green flag for 63 laps here. 29 watching, 17 likes. We've crushed that 15 like mark here as what we were shooting for, but can we possibly hit with 3 more likes? 20 likes here. 20 likes. We already hit the goal of 15. Thank you all for that. Kind of going through the field here to kind of see where everybody's hanging out here. Looks like John Pansula and Brian Abbott. 2 cars here together, 8th and 9th. Now, Harvey Sadler is the last car up here on this lead pack. That is going to be Mitchell Reeves, Jeffrey Merck, Ronald Klein, Justin Michael Jeans, Keith Haney, and Hermie Sadler, our top 7. John Pansula, Brian Abbott, rounding out the top 9, Gene Rogers leading another group here. It's going to be Gene Rogers, Brandon Thornhill, Ray Richer, Ashley Dotson, Jason Lance, Trent Drum. Going to be kind of finalizing the top 15. Then Josh Lambert leading another group with Josh, Jason, D. Mange, Jack Watts, Rob Haynes, our favorite Canadian. Wait a minute. All right, getting a little mixed up here. Hang on. Jack Watts. I'm not sure who is behind Jack here. Looks like that might have been Jeremy Crandall and James Haney behind them. Okay, so leading this other group is going to be our favorite Canadian. The 199, the 199 of Rob Haynes. Kerry Cleaver, Chris Voiles, and Scott Patton back here. Got a 4-packer back here. Now, Rotto Klein, the Grinch, as I've called him all night long. Guess what? He is going to lead his second lap here this evening. You've heard what name before? Oh, that would be, well, you're talking about Hermie. Oh, okay. Well, that would be, part of, I believe, I know we've got a couple of drivers who run for ES Esports, which is Elliott Sadler Esports. And, of course, Hermie Sadler is a part of that. I mean, you got to know the name. I know you've heard of Elliott Sadler. Well, John Pansula now up front. Brian Abbott there in second. Ronald has fallen back to third. Got some passing going on. It looks like somebody back here was trying to save fuel. Not sure who that was. Don't get me to lying to you. I have no clue. But what we can do, we can go ahead and look it up here. If I'm correct. I remember this is from the internet, so he was born in Emporia, Virginia. He's a NASCAR driver with occasional appearances. Like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, well, John is still in here, so, okay, John, you are, okay. Well, there you go. There's your answer. Yeah. Well, that's the good thing here, John, about having Firefox up is I can look it up, but, you know, when you have you in chat, you know, what's the point? You know, I don't know. I know who Elliott Sadler is, okay? I know who that is, but I personally don't know who Hermie is. So, yeah, Elliott, like you said, he races over here on Sundays. I do know that for a fact. That is, of course, over there on, I believe, Extreme Sim TV with Matthew Johnson, who is not racing here tonight, which is surprising. Davey Hendricks out there in chat. Davey, I don't honestly remember him at all. Vanilla dudes? Really? Well, I'm a noob compared to them, so I'll be honest. All right, we got, looks like some pit stops happening here. Possibly for the final time. Pensula Abbott down pit road. That's going to be Brian Abbott. Well, John would know because, I mean, this is John's league. I've only talked to Elliot or Hermie a couple of times, so, all right, Pensula off and away. Brian Abbott off and away. Lance Rogers, Gene on pit road. Like I said, I've only talked to Hermie a couple of times. Really haven't got a chance to really, get to know Hermie like I know several of the other drivers out here. Well, about 80% of them. Chunky Monkey, really? Really, Kathy? Well, I gotta say, with doing this on iRacing, I have a chance to, really be in contact with the fans out there in chat. I know the real broadcasters, they don't see chat. They don't know what's going on. Looks like Keith Handy on pit road, Brandon Thornhill, Ashley Dotson. Looks like Kerry Cleaver are going to be off and away here. If it wasn't for for the fans out there, my fans and the fans of MaxSpeedTV and the fans of the leagues that I do, I would not be sticking around. I really wouldn't. But I do enjoy what I do. Don't get me wrong. I really do. This, I will never, ever see, real live TV, ever. As we see Keith Handy be pulling back onto the track here. We got Jason D. Maines, Scott Patton, Josh Lambert, Rob Haynes, Jack Watts, and Chris Voiles on pit road. Now some of the leaders coming down again. Justin Michael, Ronald Klein, Mitchell Reeves, Jeffrey Merck. Like I said, I'll never see TV. I won't. I'm not a pro. I don't have a degree in it, and I probably will never ever get one. Dick Berggren is a professional. All right, well, we'll get on to that here in a minute. Michael Jeans coming down pit road. Hermie coming down. Oh, Hermie, hang on to it there, buddy. Oh, he did too. Nice save there, Hermie. So Michael Jeans, Hermie Sadler on pit road. It's going to put Trent Drum. Oh, well, looks like Trent's got some damage there. Looks like he is going to be coming down pit road here. Look at that damage there on the rear end of that 12X side machine. He is going to be on pit road. Ooh, that is definitely going to affect him. That spoiler is just all crooked. I don't know if he's going to be able to get that repaired here or not, but he is on pit road. Oh, whoa, he had a reset. Ah, well, that's one way of doing it there, Trent. You have a reset save. Oh, like I was saying, Nick Bergeron is a professional. I mean, I know he's retired now, but I know he was with me last Saturday, and, you know, that was an honor to be in the booth here calling a race here on iRacing. I know we had never done anything virtual like that before, and I respect that. I have never done anything on TV before, but I personally don't see, I guess it's just me, I don't see it ever happening. I really don't, John. I'm being honest, and, you know, I'm going to be. Well, Seth King, bud, I really do appreciate it out there, man. I really do. It means a lot. And that's a virtual resume, Dennis. I don't see NBC, ABC, or any of those. Oh, they want those who have a degree in it. Sorry. or a degree in something. I'm not saying a degree in just broadcasting or something like that. They want somebody who actually went to college, is what I'm saying. Well, I get what y'all saying. And yes, it does mean a lot to me to have a guy like that in the booth. I mean, that you don't see that every day on iRacing. You really don't. That was definitely an honor, and I would love to have Mr. Bergeron back up here in the booth. I really would. You know, I know we had some issues going on with him hearing me the last race. We had to work on that, but I think we've got it kind of figured out here with me talking to Scott and everything. So, love to have Dick back up here in the booth with us here on MaxSpeedTV for Loose Lug Nuts, or really any other race that we do. So, I get what y'all saying. I really do. But I still don't see myself on real TV. I really don't. Well, as we are going to take 19 to go here, everybody has made their final pit stops here. I believe might be a little close. And about, it's going to be close for some, for sure. Get back here to John Pansulo, who's been out here already about 9 laps. Brian Abbott at about 9, the first drivers to come down pit road. Ray Richard at about 12. Ooh. What is going to happen here with now 18 to go as they cross the stripe here tonight for the Loose Lug Nuts 2020 Christmas Special, Christmas Bash, whatever you want to call it, here at Talladega. 100 laps presented by MaxSpeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock. I know I've been yapping and everything, but, you know, it's chat here, folks. I'm all about the fans. So, but I think right now it's go time. You've got to go right now. You cannot waste any time. And the 76 of Klein is not wasting any time. He is going to steal some of the draft, side draft on that outside line. And he is right there with the 08 to Michael G. race here for the lead. Well, we've talked about the 2 wide a whole lot here tonight. That 2 wide is gone. We're going to see a lot more 3 wide as we see Ronald, Mert, Reeves. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Make the pass on the outside line. Coming this time by 16 to go. This time across the stripe. And here we go. Oh, we got the 3 wide medlock here. And, yep, I did scream it. Said I wasn't going to, but 15 to go, folks. It's go time. The 87 on the outside. Justin Michael. Now going to pull it right directly behind the 08 of Michael Jeans. We got a whole lot of cars out there on the outside. It looks like about four cars. What is going to happen? The 08 going to be pushed to the lead. Drops it down in front of the 76. The 08 going to lead another lap here tonight. Well, if you ain't going now, you gotta go. JCD Merck, dad, mom, sister, aunt, uncle, who is that out there in chat? Whoa, no! What is going on? Whoa! Bumping and banging going on. Well, I didn't even see what had happened. I was looking at chat. My bad. Oh. Oh, wife. Oh, okay. Sorry. Thirteen laps to go. Michael Jeans up front. Ronald Klein second. Merck third. Justin Michael in fourth. Keith Haney there. Going to round out of the top 5 here. And back to single file. Oh, boy. This is going to get wild. And it's going to get a little bit loose. I'll go ahead and throw out a pun there for everybody who is waiting on my puns here. Looks like Chris Voiles having a moment on pit road. No! Nah, single file will not last long. I think right now they're kind of running single file just to really stay with one another, stay within the draft. No, it's not going to last. It's not going to last long. Who is up here in this front pack, this top 7? Well, that is going to be Michael Jeans, Ronald Klein, Jeffrey Merck, Justin Michael, Keith Haney, John Pensula, and Brian Abbott. We get back here to Hermie Sadler. Mitchell Reeves falling back there, it looks like, behind Hermie. 8th and 9th. Josh Lambert leading a big pack here with himself, Jason D. Mange, Jack Watts, Scott Patton, and Brandon Thornhill? No. Who is that right behind Scott Patton? That is going to be the 069 of Kerry Cleaver. But we got to get back up front with 11 to go, coming to 10 to go. This time by, as they cross the stripe, 10 to go here this evening. What is going to happen here with 9 to go? 9 laps to go on the backstretch. Oh. Keith Bradley out there. Come on. The Asphalt teammates. Keith, I don't know who you are, so I don't know who the Asphalt teammates are. Ronald Klein back up front with 8 to go. Oh, boy. Well, we have hit 8 to go. And Ronald. Oh, okay, John. Oh. And they're going to start to go too wide. Here we go. The 08. Going to go to the outside. Michael Jeans being pushed by Justin Michael. Oh, buddy. Oh, can they hang on to it? Oh, there they go. James Michael Keith Haney. Coming this time to 6 to go. Somebody peeking out. That is going to be, I believe, the 76 of Ronald Klein on the outside. Somebody else out there with him. I believe that is going to be the 60 of Merck. Oh, they're starting to get squirrely. The 87 below the line. 3 wide at Dega. Oh, man, we're going to see 4 wide here. 5 to go. Road Dog out there. Waltrip's other son. I cannot compare myself to DW. Sorry. He's a legend. He's ancient. sorry. He's ancient. He's not just a legend. He's ancient. The man, the myth, the legend, the ancient. That's Daryl. That's DW. Well, side by side, Ronald Klein, Michael Jeans, Justin Michael, Mark. Seen the 3 wide. I know I haven't really talked about some of the drivers in the back here. Hermie Sadler, Mitchell Reeves, Josh Lambert and company. I know they're doing some battling of their own back here, but you know, we're 4 to go right now. Right now, we got to watch this front pack here, because if anything was to happen, I would say it would probably happen to up here with these drivers. This front lead pack with Reeves, Klein, Michael, Haney, Abbott, Pansula. It would happen right here, the top 6 with 3 to go. Oh, boy. Oh, Mark coming down. Oh, Mark's engine is, what? Mark's engine has popped. No. Oh, here we go! Our first caution, and like I said, it would happen up front here. Ronald Klein involved in that. This is going to set up a GWC here tonight, but on MaxSpeedTV, we are going to take a look at what happened here to Mr. Ronald Klein and company up front. I called it. So what happened? All right, looks like Ronald looking to the outside. Oh, and then right there. Oh, no. Looks like maybe the 87 got to that left rear. That right front, that left rear, hooking that 76 machine in front of traffic. He was off the track and right back on the racing surface. That is going to bring up a GWC here tonight. Well, I said under caution I would talk to somebody, but we're under a GWC here, and sorry, John, John H., I do not interview anybody under a green-white-checkered. So we are not going to be able to interview anybody here. They do get a one quick repair here for tonight. But I know there are several drivers that have already used their quick repair. So we'll have to wait and see here who actually comes out with a clean car here. Looks like Michael Jeans. Oh, the 01 of Pansula, looks like. Looks like Jeffrey Mark has already made his pit stop. Justin Michael might have elected to stay out. This is going to be interesting. I got to say, going 97, 98 laps, green flag with no caution. We did have an incident earlier, but it did not bring out a caution. I got to say, this is a really good race. Well, hang on, folks. I believe they only get, well, John H., you're there in chat. How many GWCs do they get here? Is it 2 or 3? Because it didn't say in the info. Okay, so, yeah, okay, so it's the same as the regular season then. Alright, so this will be the first attempt, one of 2 GWC attempts. We'll go ahead and get that in here. All right, pace car lights are off. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here tonight. Oh. Oh, man. Well, we haven't seen a lot of 4 wide. I've seen 4 wide in practice. Haven't seen any of that in the race. Seen some 3 wide. I think we're about to see 4 and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, possibly 5 wide. Oh. Justin Michael up front. Jeffrey Merck gonna be on the outside. Pansula, Jeans Haney gonna round out the top 5. Coming to the restart here. Dennis, shut up. All right, pace car gonna dive off to the safety of pit road. Justin Michael is gonna be in control of the field on the inside. In that 87 machine, Jeffrey Merck on the outside. What is Justin gonna do here? Oh my Lord. Or is it Jeffrey Merck in control? I'll be Jeffrey in control on the outside. Here we go! Green flag is out! GWC attempt, 1 of 2 here this evening underway. I don't get the updates like I would under regular green flag because ATVO. Gotta wait until they cross the stripe before I get the updates. But right now we got the 87 up front. The 60 of Merck on the outside. Justin Michael in the 87. Can he make it back? 3 wide behind him here. Can he make it to the white flag here? 3 wide here, folks. 3 wide. White flag in the air. Whatever happens here tonight happens. Can Justin Michael hang on to it? Michael, Jeans, Pansula. Oh, here we go. Pansula Oh, here we go. We're wrecking. Oh, a big wreck on the backstretch. Huge wreck behind Michael. Justin Michael. Somebody blinked out. Who is that ahead of Michael? I don't see the number. That is the 08. Jean's gonna win it here tonight. Michael Jeans. A huge pile up in the back. Oh, we've got to take a look at that here, folks. Oh, no doubt about it. We have got to see this big pile up. Wow! And of course, it'll happen on the backstretch here. We know Michael Jeans, though, is going to be our winner here this evening. So let's see. It happened behind the 87 and the 08. Of course, we'll look at the pass there. Looks like the 08 there is going to go high. And then right there, it was just a big stall. We were, well, you call it there, 6, 7 wide there, but we were wrecking. And it was Michael Jeans who made the pass over Justin Michael. And he blinked out, but he managed to, of course, come to the stripe here into victory lane for this Christmas bash. And it looks like Josh Lambert is going to finish in third. Well, hang tight, folks. We'll get the top 3 up here for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, we're back live here on MaxSpeedTV. I have caught up with our third place finisher. I gotta say, I don't know how he did it with that crunched up, 28 machine on the car, but he actually was in the 321 of Josh Lambert here. Now, Josh, this is your first time up here on MaxSpeedTV. You're usually with Matthew Johnson there over at Extreme Sim TV, I believe. But we got to talk about, first and foremost, the green flag racing, the pit stops we had tonight, coming down to, of course, the end of regulation. So talk about the strategy you had planned here this evening coming into this race here at Talladega.
Well, we kind of set ourselves back. I come in and sped the first stop, so we were about 25 seconds back. Me and Jason Maines worked together and got back up to 10th, and then the caution come out, and I restarted 13th and held it to the floor from there, bounced off about 3 or 4 cars, and somehow I got to 3rd.
Well, we've got to talk about what happened, of course, behind Michael Jeans and Justin Michael. Because we know the big one here at Talladega. Talladega can happen at any time. And it just so happened to set up it happened there. Talk about that big wreck, because it looks like you might have been involved in that or got some damage of that. Talk about it.
Yeah, I seen a car go down on the bottom and come back up, and I think I probably hit every single car that was in that wreck, but somehow I kept mine straight and made it through there.
Well, you did what you had to do to finish 3rd, and as I was coming back from commercial, you were pulling up, so I was like, wow. I was like, how in the world did that happen? Well, the Christmas bash is done here. Glad to have you over here on MaxSpeedTV for the first time, bud. Awesome racing by everybody out here. It could have been totally different, but everybody was very respectful, really throughout the whole race until the very end. And, well, you know how that goes when it comes to racing.
Oh, yeah, that's Talladega for you. I had a good time. Appreciate y'all.
All righty, buddy. Any other final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate 3rd place here tonight?
I just appreciate y'all for putting on the show. Had a good time.
All righty, buddy. We will see you. Hopefully, we'll see you in the Xfinity series on Saturday nights here pretty soon. Looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah, I'll be back for some more.
All righty, buddy. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to Justin Michael here. Now, I don't think Justin or Michael Jeans needs an interview because, well, it's because I know them, but we'll go ahead and give them one anyway. Justin, awesome racing out there by everybody. You've got to talk about the clean driving out there, because we were, double file for a good time, and then we went single file, pit stops, and then double file, then single file, double file, and then we get down to, the caution to bring out the Green-white-checkered. Talk about the racing and then that final caution.
Well, we'll talk about the caution first, because
I want to talk about the racing.
Well, we're gonna talk about the racing. Don't worry. But I gotta say sorry to Ronald there for basically I just ran out of talent. I thought he was gonna not drift up like he did, and I just kind of hooked him. So him and whoever else got taken out with that, I definitely am sorry about that. 100% my fault. But other than that, the racing throughout the night was pretty good, pretty clean. No, didn't have any issues. Looked like pretty much my entire team got penalized there on that one pit stop, and I came out all by myself. So that's why I went up with Jeans and started working with him. So kind of became an honorary team member there for last half of that race, and we were doing pretty good. We were fixing to get a 1-2 finish at least, and And then I just ran out of talent there all 4, and there you go.
Honorary team member.
That's what I called it. I don't know. He called me half a team member, so it's good enough for me.
Well, no points on the line. So it's bragging rights. Yeah, diecast or whatever, probably on the line. You know how John does these things. So, but to end 2020, because it's been rough for everybody. I mean, if you had really anything to say to, not only to the drivers, to John, or, to everybody out there watching, including the 8 million or whatever we have here in the United States, I mean, what do you have to say here for everybody to end 2020 this way in
The
second?
hell with this year. Let's go to next year. That's it.
That's basically it. All righty, buddy. Well, of course, we're going to start points back up here pretty soon. So, it's going to happen, man. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give for your second place finish here tonight in this Christmas bash?
Yeah, just thank everybody out there watching. As always, good win to Michael Jeans there, and hopefully he enjoys that diecast. If that's what the prize was, I didn't even read about it.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
personally don't know.
I just I kind of forgot about the race until earlier in the week. I didn't read up anyone in details about what the winner was going to get. But usually he does something pretty cool, and I still can't wait to get mine. That guy coming, I can't wait to. I'm going to have him on display in my office. So can't wait for that to happen. But yeah, just John, always runs a good league and always gives out good prizes. So we definitely appreciate that. And you always call good races, always.
Well, like I said, I picked on John here tonight. He's never in TeamSpeak. I can never bring him up, so I don't know what, so I got to pick on John again. But, yeah, John does an awesome job. Of course, Ronald Klein, I know you've already said something about Ronald. Ronald, kind of doing what he does here with the league if John can't, make it. And of course, all the admins here, too. I mean, that keeps this league going.
Absolutely. It's a good team.
Yeah,
good
yes,
team.
yes, it is. All righty, buddy. Well, Justin, we will see you on the next race, man. Congratulations, second here tonight. And, of course, a Happy New Year coming up here in about a week.
Thanks, Josh. Have a good New Year, too.
Yep, you too. All right, well, that is, of course, gonna bring us to our winner here tonight. And I actually get to say Rambler here instead of Rambler because I know two separate people. Michael Rambler Jeans here. Michael, what in the world happened behind you? But before you get to that, talk about the awesome racing out here for Loose Lug Nuts, bud.
Man, I don't know who they got that does the fuel calculations every week, but they got it set so perfectly to where you can kind of make it on gas or you can kind of not. So you have to have the strategy worked out at the beginning of the race to know how many laps you can run on a tank of fuel. Because I mean, we had to stretch. I don't know if you noticed during the beginning part of the race, I got to the front pretty quick, and then it's like, nah, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
So I would fall back because I knew whoever was leading the pack, if they weren't paying attention, way too much fuel, burning way too much fuel. And there was no way to make it on 3 stops. You can get in the pack. You can save so much just being in the pack. So, that's where my goal was. I ended up in the front after the first pit stop. I fell back to the back, and I ended up pretty close to the front. After the second pit stop, just like, no, I don't want to. It's not time to go yet. So that was the main thing. It's like I said, it's fun to have the strategy, and you got to have your calculator out, and you got to be able to do that while you're racing. So it's fun to have all that going on. It's always great to run with these guys. and have these clean races like this. This, Talladega can be a hit or miss place sometimes, where you get a bunch of people that are super aggressive and it turns out bad, or you get some people that are really conscious, like we get here at Loose Lug Nuts all the time. It's really paying attention. There's give and take.
Well, yeah, and
So-
kind of talk about that, Michael, because throughout the race until lap 96, 97, there was a lot of respect given. Coming off of pit road, I'm faster than you. I've got drivers behind me. Gonna let you pass. Blah blah blah. And then when you come down to the end, it's racing down at the end. Teammates, regardless. I know you love your teammates, but that's thrown out the window. You drive for you. So going to the caution to bring out the GWC, what was your thoughts seeing that being up front?
Well, then that threw that extra piece into it. It's like, well, I know I got enough fuel to do one green-white-checkered because, I stretched my fuel so good that the last stop I went one lap longer. So, and I came out in the front of on the third stop too. But I was okay with that because I knew I had worked my calculator out to where I could lead that whole last run, and I was fine with that. So that was my plan, to stay at the front. And then we got that, and then I saw that we had 3 chances. It could have been 3 green-white-checkers.
I was
And I
told
was like,
2. I was told 2.
Well, there was 3.
Ah.
So that's why I pitted. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead, come in, get a couple of gallons of gas, just in case. And I knew that there were so many people that were stretching the fuel that were going to be tight. I figured most everybody would come in. I knew I would be able to work it. And my plan was, I came down pit road and I didn't pay attention. Justin said everybody came with him, or everybody came with me. So I was kind of basing it off of that. And then the one car, me and him kind of got going at the same time, but I let him go. I wasn't going to try to pass him because I was going to try to come out.
You're talking about
third.
the 01 of John Pansula, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to let him go ahead and go so he could start second and I could start third. I did not realize that Merck had stayed out, so that put me fourth. And then ended up, John didn't get a good restart, so I was able just to, to take off and jump in there behind Justin and get me where I wanted to be for that last little bit of a run. I wasn't sure how fast the rest of the pack would be able to come up to us. And that was my deal. I was pushing Justin just as hard as I could, but I was watching for that run coming. And once I saw Scott coming, it was just a matter of timing it to get up in front of him. I didn't want to move up too fast because then he would have just gone third lane and gone around me. So timing it, and then I guess I went a little bit later than some of them expected, but I knew nobody was going to check up. I was expecting a big hit in the butt, and luckily for me, it turned them and not me.
Well, yeah, we're under the GWC. That's where you're going with. We're under the GWC.
Yeah.
We take the green, we take the white, we get on the back stretch, and
the gloves are off. It's all about me at that point. I don't give. I mean, I like you. I love you. You may be my best friend, but I don't give a damn. I'm coming up. Going to the front.
Well, Michael, I know you, and I know racing. When it comes down to the end, you're a driver. You're racing as a driver for the win. You're not racing for anybody else. Yeah, you may be part of a team, but you're racing for you. So
I'm racing for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm racing for me. I'm racing for my sponsors.
Well, And that's what that's what we're going to come to, because we're going to get back into points here in the next week. I believe next Saturday is when we're going to start back. I can't be positive, but
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're coming back next week.
yeah, I think it's next Saturday.
I don't know what track, but don't care.
Well, let's go ahead here on Dan Lisa for the Xfinity Series, the Winter Series here on MaxSpeedTV. Looks like it is going to be on January 2nd. So, yeah, next Saturday, we're going to start points back up. And tonight was not about points. It was about bragging rights in a die cast or whatever John decides. But, next week we get back into racing. So talk about Kentucky, your thoughts on that track, getting back into the points.
I like Kentucky. I'm glad we're done with New Hampshire and Martinsville. We can burn both those places down and get rid of them. We can move on to some fun tracks here. So Kentucky with the new Kentucky it's a lot of fun. It's like Texas.
Yes.
And I'm pretty good at Texas. Even though, after the rebuild of Texas, I still like Texas. I have to. Home track, but I still run pretty good at Texas. And Kentucky's, you got that 2 different corners, 2 different ends. It's a little different driving style, so it's not just a flat out, all the time. You got to drive it. So Kentucky's a lot of fun. I'm excited to get back into points racing, but that's next week. We don't. I mean, it's nice. We're looking forward to it, but we're still gonna party it. We're still gonna party it up tonight.
Oh yeah, you got to party it up, man. The win here, so. Getting back to the Christmas bash here tonight to end 2020. Get ready for 2021. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks, anything else you want to give here tonight for your win this evening for Loose Lug Nuts? Michael, mic's yours.
Of course, John Hendricks for putting these on. I've been racing around Loose Lug Nuts for a long time. Pretty sure this is my first special event, Christmas. I did win an Indy 500. I got an Indy 500, so this is my second special event. So
yeah, but first Christmas, right?
First Christmas, first Christmas race. I've tried the Thanksgiving, the holiday bashes and stuff, and so always excited to run here with John and this whole group of guys. And of course, always excited to be on MaxSpeedTV. My favorite, Top Hand Foundation, Elliott Sadler Esports, Over the Top Paints Designs, Phoenix Designs, Abruzzi. I'm pretty sure that's all my sponsors so far. We're always looking for more.
A little bit of a plug there.
always looking for more. I got a little spot here on the car I can put some. A little spot here on the car I can put something.
Before we end it, what is Top Hand Foundation?
Top Hand Foundation is Elliott Sadler's foundation that gives back to underprivileged children in the Emporia, Virginia area. They have summer camps, they have baseball, softball, after-school programs. They have all kinds of things, and it's all free of charge, all for the underprivileged kids in his hometown area. So he's a top hand coach. They have girls softball, boys baseball. So it's a lot of fun. He has a lot of fun with it. He's known as Coach Elliott He doesn't
Coach?
like to be Mr. Sadler or anything. That's his thing. He likes to be Coach Elliott.
So that's Elliott Sadler, not Hermie, correct?
This top hand is Elliott Sadler. They do have
Okay.
Elliott. Elliott and Hermie have their part of the autism awareness and the autism deal with Hermie and Hermie's daughter.
We might have to here on MaxSpeedTV, and I'm taking this under my wing for MaxSpeedTV. We might have to get with you and Hermie on that autism awareness. Maybe do something for them for a charity event. We'll talk about it, Michael.
We can do that. Hermie's always down for this. He was excited. He texted me earlier today. He's like, "What's going on?" Because he didn't. I have to get him in the part of the Facebook group. He didn't even know this race was going on. I was like, "There's a race coming up." He's like, "No, I looked." He had done been in the league sessions and looked, and that the session hadn't been posted. I hadn't made the session yet, and he was upset. He's like, "No, there's nothing on that." I said, "Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure because it's coming up."
Well, I'm all about charity events. You know, diabetes, autism, cancer. I mean, in my 34 years, I've seen a lot, and I wish we could find a cure for everything. You know, I
wish
really
we could
do.
too.
And maybe we can do a charity event here on MaxSpeedTV with the help of course, our winner here tonight, Michael Jeans, and, of course, Hermie Sadler, Elliott Sadler, everybody out there.
We will definitely do something.
Yes.
I bet I can get some autograph swag, and we can do some giveaways.
Well, and, Michael, let's go ahead and talk about, let's shoot for that in 2021. And I'll get with you on Facebook because I have you on Facebook.
That's right. You are my friend.
Yes. So let's go ahead and shoot for that. But Michael Jeans, our winner here tonight. The Loose Lug Nuts 2020 Christmas special here at Talladega. Michael, awesome job out here tonight. You did what you had to do, man. Go celebrate and get ready for 2021.
I'm ready, man.
All righty, buddy. We'll see you. Well, I would say next week. It's going to be next week, but it's going to be next year. Michael,
year.
Go celebrate, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Yep. All righty, folks. Well, that's going to do it here for the interviews. And trust me, I'm going to get with Michael Jeans, Elliott Sadler, and Hermie Sadler on that, but let's go with our unofficial results here. Penny Giddy admin stuff they have to do here tonight, but I think they've got it figured out. It is going to be Michael Jeans, our winner here this evening with one Green-white-checkered. What an awesome run here by Michael Jeans. Justin Michael going to be on the outside of him in second. And Josh Lambert getting caught up there in that wreck. Well, he managed somehow to finish in third. Ronald Klein going to grab a top five there in fourth. Jack Watts fifth. Ashley Dodson. What an awesome run by Ashley there in sixth. Ray Richards seventh. Brandon Thornhill in eighth. Jason D. Maines ninth. Trent Drum gonna grab the top 10. Brian Abbott there in 11th. Jeffrey Merck in 12th. Scott Patton 13th. Hermie Sadler there in 14th. John Pensula 15th. Rob Haynes 16th. Keith Haney, 17th. Mitchell Reeves, 18th. Jason Lance, 19th. Jeremy Crandall in 20th. Gene Rogers, 21st. James Haney, 22nd. Kerry Cleaver, 23rd. Chris Voiles, 24th. Wally Turheimer, 25th. Christopher McFarland. Vernon Margam. Jeff Gilmore. Keeney Heath. did not start the race here tonight. But like I said, congratulations goes to our winner here tonight, Michael Jeans. And I got to thank everybody out there here tonight in chat. Awesome. Thank you all. 23 likes here tonight. We still have 12 viewers tuning in here. Thank you all. Tomorrow night, the Drive for Diabetes Awareness right here on MaxSpeedTV. Stay tuned for that because it's going to happen right here. Until then, stay safe and have a good night.